You championed that about voting rights. Talk about that.
Yeah. So to your point about poll taxes, literacy taxes, this is not new in our history. And it's an agenda that has been in play since we got voting rights. And to fast forward to today, yes, it's more of the same. And so the way it is taking on is first they're pushing redistricting. First, remember, they were pushing redistricting in red states. And then blue states said, all right, well, we're going to play fire with fire then, okay? So that was right. They have been doing the work for years of building a Supreme Court that is configured as we now have it. And they're about to make a decision on Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act. And I am sad to say I do believe they are going to kill it. And that will mean that the legal tool that we have to be able to litigate in a court what are clearly racist, influenced laws to prevent certain people from voting, we're going to lose the tool that we have had before. They then are proposing the SAVE Act. One must ask, save who? And what they will do is basically, to your point, Rev, to register to vote, you're going to have to prove your citizenship by a passport or a birth certificate. So it is estimated that over 20 million Americans don't have a passport or access to a passport. And to get one is at least $100, if not close to $200, which is in essence a poll tax, right? On the birth certificate piece, well, if you are a woman who got married and took your spouse's name, you are among the over 60 million women in America who are in that situation, which means that if you need to prove your citizenship with your birth certificate, it will not match, for example, your driver's license, which again is an obstacle. Because already, you gotta leave work to vote, you gotta have somebody take care of the kids to vote, you gotta figure out, is that the day that you can actually get to wherever the polling place is? All this is happening. What else is happening? They have been purging voter rolls. What else has happened? I believe in 24 states, they have gone in and taken ballots. Fulton County. I was down in Georgia, and I was asked somebody, I said, tell me something. In Fulton County, you know when they sent those federal agents to come and get the ballots, did they take the 2024 ballots? Nope. So that one was okay, I guess. They took the 2020. And then he comes up with an executive order around mail-in voting. Well, guess who, when he's hanging out at his resort spa at Mar-a-Lago, votes by mail? So not only is the intent to obstruct clear, the hypocrisy, again, as always, abounds. Here's what I'd say. First of all, as part of our activism and in our work, we're going to have to register folks to vote, as we always do. But I'd start with this. Ask folks to make sure that they check right now their voter status. Don't wait until Election Day to see if, for example, your name got purged from the rolls. Ask today for folks to check on their polling location, because part of what this shell game they've been playing includes closing the place where your mother and your grandmother always voted, so that on Election Day, she's going to that local elementary school to find out it's not a polling place any longer. So let's do some of the work right now.
Support journalism you trust. Support PBS News. Donate now, or even better, start a monthly contribution today.